They're under starters' orders, they're off.
An excellent start for the Clugston Lincolnshire National. In front of them 4 miles and 1 furlong and 6. On the approach towards this, I think you can already discount Thrill a Minute. He's not going a yard and going to be pulled up at the back of the field. Moody Blue is the leader here, but tackled for that lead by Scott and Green down the stand side. Courage Under Fire and Red Rampage also taking closer order with 1 lap, and this is their 3rd encounter with the home straight now, and still over a lap to go. Red Rampage now joined by the Grey Dyer, who's been travelling strongly throughout. He's coming through to throw it down to Red Rampage now, with Moody Blues and Scott and Green in 3rd and 4th place. They're over the 1st in the home straight. Hotter's made a bad mistake. Native Trial is in touch now once again with these leaders, moving into 5th place. A little group of 6 have drawn well clear from Courage Under Fire and Cromwell as they come towards the next plain fence. All the leaders safely over bar Hotter's. Hotter's the one who came down there. He's up on his feet quickly, looking to the stragglers. Reverse Charge going to be pulled up. Fandango de Chassis well adrift as the leaders take what will be the last next time around. Plenty of them out of this, but the leaders as they bypass the water again. Red Rampage leading from the Grey Dyer, Native Trial and Scott and Green. These 4 are nicely clear of Moody Blues. Fandango de Chassis at the back of the field. Courage Under Fire has been pulled up. Cromwell's been pulled up as well. You know that Reverse Charge is out of the race. Not sure how much longer Fandango de Chassis will be going. Hotter's jockey walking away from the scene of that fall. So effectively we're down to the last 5. Fandango de Chassis stopping to walk right in front of us here. So the 5 still going in the Lincolnshire National with a circuit left to go are Red Rampage, who leads narrowly to the Grey Dyer. Native Trial close up in 3rd place. Scott and Green in 4th. A gap of some 6 lengths then back to Moody Blues. Just these 5 going then in the Clugston Lincolnshire National, and they've 6 fences left to take. They're out on their final lap. The Grey Dyer has come through to lead here from Red Rampage and Native Trial. Scott and Green well in touch, and then Moody Blues as they race towards the next plain fence. 6 from the finish, at which the Grey Dyer put in a great leap. He leads from Red Rampage in 2nd. Native Trial, who made a mistake at the open ditch last lap, is now approaching that same fence in 3rd place. Scott and Green's in touch in 4th, and Moody Blues 15 lengths behind them in 5th place. Heading in almost slow motion down towards the final open ditch then on the far side of the track. Racing towards it. This will be 5 from the finish. Little to choose between Red Rampage and the Grey Dyer. Native Trial 2 lengths away in 3rd place. Scott and Green in 4th and close up. And these 4 well clear of Moody Blues, who in fact has been pulled up. Moody Blues pulled up before that open ditch, so there's only 4 of them still going. And now they're racing towards the final plain fence on the far side. The Grey Dyer led there with a good jump from in 2nd. Native Trial. Red Rampage was clumsy in 3rd but still close up. And then Scott and Green at the back of this group. So these are the only 4 players left in the Clugston Lincolnshire National. They've now got a very long run down the hill in towards the home straight, where they'll have the final 3 fences in front of them. And these 4 separated only by 2 lengths on leaving the back straight. The Grey Dyer just urged along now as Scott and Green comes alongside him in 2nd place. Native Trial still well there in 3rd, and these 3 have now quickened away from Red Rampage, who's back in 4th place and seemingly can't muster another effort. And having travelled strongly, the Grey Dyer's now under pressure back in 3rd place, and it's Scott and Green and Native Trial the ones who go for glory. The Grey Dyer's not picked up at all. In 3 strides he's a beaten horse. Back in 4th place is Red Rampage as they come down the hill, and it would appear to concern Scott and Green and Native Trial only. These 2 well clear. The Grey Dyer's been pulled up. The Grey Dyer not going to finish the race. Red Rampage the only other one still going now in 3rd place. So they head down towards the 3rd last. Native Trial and Scott and Green, they're absolutely stride for stride as they come in towards the 3rd last. Scott and Green just in front from Native Trial in 2nd place. They remain a fence clear now of Red Rampage, who's in 3rd, racing down towards the 2nd last. Native Trial wandering off a true line. Scott and Green's very tired. They're still together. Native Trial was the leader there though. Up 2 out. Native Trial heads off to the final fence. Scott and Green's walking now in 2nd place. He's nothing more to give. Native Trial then coming down towards the final fence in the Lincolnshire National. He's over safely, virtually pulling himself up though. Scott and Green hasn't got over the last. He attempted it, but he was so tired he couldn't even get to the other side. Looks as though Red Rampage is not going to take the final fence only. So we've remarkably only got 1 finisher, and that 1 finisher is Native Trial for the Charlie Mann stable, and a double for Noel Fehily on the day. A terrible blunder at the ditch on the 2nd circuit, but he survived that to go on and win, and he is the only finisher because Red Rampage is not going to be asked to jump the last.